Okay, so hello guys. I welcome you all here with our new debate challenge. New day of our debate challenge. So today I have got peoples here who will be divided into two teams for fighting for a particular topic. The topic is this, that whether Google Assistants or your typewriters has enhanced your communication skills or it has just lowered down your communication skills. So one group will be favoring that it has enhanced the communication skills, like people have learned more before than they were, and one group will be like in against of this topic, that no, it hasn't enhanced, it has just become a liability to people, that people cannot talk without a Google's assistance. So these are the two topics, and the teams are Amit, Tiwari, and Mahin. Karan, Tiwari, and Nikita, and Mahin, and Amit. So this is how it's gonna be today. Okay, guys. So 30 seconds are there for you guys to prepare. Now please pause the recording. So guys, I have divided the teams like Amit and Mahin as team Deki Sugi, and team Nobita are as Nikita, Karan, and Tiwari. Okay, so these guys are going to debate, and team Amit is going to favor for tools like which has enhanced our communication skills. They are going to they are going against with this topic, and other team is going to favor for the tools. So let's just not waste the time and start with Amit, who is the leader of team Deki Sugi, to give the opening remarks. Come on.
Yeah, thank you, host Supriya. So I'm here to talk against of these tools. So starting from the very first point, that when these tools were not there, we were actually focusing on more about how we can be grammatically correct. We were more conscious about our writing. We were conscious more about our grammar. But when these tools are introduced, we are mostly focusing on our content, and these tools has made it has exposed our weaknesses. So now we are more and more dependent on these tools, and it actually made us more dependent on these tools. And let's suppose when these tools are not there for help us, then we are nothing but a huge pile of errors in that case. So I guess that these tools have made us more dependent, and dependency is a bad thing on any tools. Yeah, these were my opening remarks.
Okay. So it was a nice opening remark. Now I want other team's leader, who is, I think, Tiwari, right? Come on, counter this statement.
Yeah, thank you, host, for giving the opportunity to speak. So, as the opponent team leader said that these tools are nowadays are become the totally we are totally dependent on these types of tools. So, my opinion is little bit, totally different from opponent team leader. So, as my point is like these tools are only made for helping us. These are not tools like that we are totally dependent on their tools. There are several benefits of their tools also. Sometimes like whenever we are doing WhatsApp chatting, just take an example of WhatsApp chatting. So whenever we are doing WhatsApp chatting, these tools help us to type faster, or whenever we are not aware of any, like we don't know the right spelling of any words, so these tools suggest us the right correct spelling. This is only helpful for us if we are not know the exact meaning of that spelling. It can impact wrongly uh, by whom we are talking on WhatsApp or wherever we are talking. So this is only for helping us, or or to uh, like increase our productivity also. So when in if I talk about past time, so whenever we don't have that types of tools, so our productivity is not like in current time we are more productive than the previous time. Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, nice counter. Now I want Nikita to give a new pointer from team Nobita.
Okay, thank you so much, host. So I would like to say that in today's scenario, in today's time, the life has become very busy, very tech driven, and very digitalized. So in this scenario, people are not getting that much time to focus on building their communication skills, improving their grammar, and improving their fluency. So these tools are becoming a boon for them. Like whenever they text, so Google Assistant and these typewriters kind of technologies uh, help them to refrain from typing any wrong text to the opposite person whom they are communicating. And if they type any wrong text, as my teammate Vishal already mentioned, if we will type any wrong text, then it might create a wrong impression on our personality towards the opposite person to whom we are communicating. So these tools somewhat help us to refrain from doing that. And moreover, it also increases our productivity because we are not getting so much time. So these tools are helping us out to improve our grammar, uh, to uh, to make us realize what are our drawbacks and to work upon those drawbacks, because they suggest instantly when we write any text on the Google keyboard or any typewriter or any Google Assistant. So they suggest things and they also correct the spellings. So we are able to learn, because through technology we are able to learn more innovatively and more creatively. Because when we take resolutions personally, like we would be starting from tomorrow learning English lessons, we would be viewing English videos, then we instantly break them rather than sticking to them. So these technologies can help us to improve our communication skills in a faster, in an innovative and a creative way. So that's how I would like to make a new pointer. Thank you.
Okay, okay. So it was a nice pointer from Team Novita. Now I want Maheen from Team Dekisugi to counter this point.
Want to counter that Nikita say about the communication skills. If we not depend on the this kind of tools, so we lose our like communication skill, and we can buy only tools we can improve our communication skills. So this is not totally right, because communication skill is we need to if we communicate with person to in a offline way, not online way, to how we can communicate it like if we use any tool on WhatsApp or any other on app, so we can if we can do any mistake, these tools are correct do correct this thing. But after that, when we made this person, so what about that after that is our inspiration, because that people think about, okay, this guy use the tools and solve everything, but these people not the right, know about not know about the real grammar in reality. So what about this? And too much, and if we use too much, and we can and we if we depend on the Google and this kind of tools, so depending too much on Google might stop the people from solving problem on their own. So this is my counter to Nikita and Vishal also.
Okay, okay. So it is well countered, the whole statement of Nikita and Vishal as well. So now I want Amit to make a new point.
Thank you, host. So my new pointers are basically I have 2 pointers straight forward. So what happens is when we overuse these kind of tools, then somewhere these kind of tools are storing our data, like our informative data, like it also guesses our outcomes, and how it guesses, because it already has some data, maybe some sensitive data, and there are reasons, or there are chances that these data can be leaked, and we might lose some informative data, and that data can be, obviously data are valuable information. So there are chances of data leak. Second thing I would talk about, as Maheen said, that when we are overusing these things, then we are actually losing our creativity, we are losing our identity, because these tools are generating texts for us. So in that case, we might not control the texts. So in that case, we might lose our creativity. So it would be better if we write from our own intentions, we write our own creations. So in that case, the uniqueness of ourselves will remain intact, and the more use of it might get like it has their own flavor, and we might lose our own flavor in that case. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So it is a nice new pointer. Now I want Karan from Team Nobita to counter this statement. You're mute, Karan.
I want to counter both the points given by my opponent Amit. So his first counter was about privacy. There are some sensitive stuffs which are present, like we used to type and it got saved. Okay, so it is not a problem. I think it is helpful because there is security over it. It is not like anyone can get our data. Okay, it is security of it is security. Like when we go on any website, we write password of anything. Okay, so it is encrypted. It is not shown by anything. And also one thing, when you in the cases when you forgot any password or something, Google automatically saves your password. Okay, and in that cases it helps very much because it automatically generates a password and it is encrypted. It never shows us, it shows us only dot dot. Okay, it don't show us the correct password if you what we focus on it. Okay, so your statement is not true, and your another statement was that somewhere it blocks the creativity. So I just want to counter it with giving an example. Okay, so I will give my example. So when I use text any Google Assistant or something for English, for translation of English or anything. Okay, so somewhere it gives me new words which I can replace with another word. Okay, which I am using before. It give me new words which are more good and which presents me more which presents me good in front of others. So I just want to say somewhere it helps. It does not block our creativity. It gives us new word and it gives us new sentences to connect with the people. So somewhere this is helping us, not blocking our creativity. So that's my counter
Oh,
for you.
okay. Nice pointer. Sorry, now nice counter. Now I want Tiwari to make a new pointer.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm totally agree with my teammate, as he said. So first of all, I have a new pointer. Yeah. So as the opponent team said that these tools are like become a necessity of today's life. So I'm totally disagree with this point. These tools are only for helping us, and more more than helping, these are teaching us also. Yeah, let's suppose you are talking to somebody uh, and you are just I already make the sentence these types of tool make your productivity, I mean increase your productivity. And also if you are talking to somebody like Mahin said that you become used to of these types of tools, or your product you creativity has gone. So this is not the right thing. When you are typing something and you don't know the exact meaning of the that word, so they provide you exact meaning, and you did a mistake, like you did a mistake one time, and the tool provide you the right sentence or right meaning of that word. So again you never did the same mistake. You got to know the exact meaning of the word. So first you can teach from that tool, or you, or second time you will never ever did the same mistake. No one made the same mistake again and again. After sometimes you used to of that thing, or you learn lots of things from that, or this is very subjective thing that you want to use that tool, or you don't want to use that tool. If you don't want to use that tool, you can disable the setting, so they will not provide any types of uh, auto-generated text or auto-generated words. So this is very subjective. If you don't never use these types of tools, so then definitely your productivity will become decrease, or you will not achieve as much as then the person who is using that types of tools. So this is totally effective, the person who is using that these types of tools, because this is 21st century. We are there are several tools around us, or we are just surrounded by these types of tools, or we have to use these types to make our productivity increased. Otherwise we will be, not compete the we are not able to compete the other person. Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, so you take more time. So that will be deducting your team's marks. Now I want Amit to counter the statement of team Nobita. Come on.
Yeah. So as Vishal said that whenever we type a message, it actually helps with is auto-generated text. But I guess the opponent teams has missed my point. I talked about when you type, you have the new pointers, good. You have the new words you to learn. But what about the creativity? Maybe you have something in your mind which has some other context, and you wanted to bring that context in your message. And when the auto correction comes into play, it generated its own words, like it wanted you to use the correct words, but maybe that word is not in a way that conveys your messages. Your message may have another context. So in that case, it may arise misleading statements or misleading words that doesn't convey your message properly. That's one point. Second point is that Vishal talked about is we can learn from these kind of tools. So learning comes from when we try to practice these things. But in these tools, we are not actually practicing. We are directly taking the words and using it, taking the words and using it. So by force, these are not. I mean, these things are not actually it is not contributing in the learning. We are actually it is making us more lazy. So this was the point, and yeah, this is not a good learning if learning is concerned.
Okay. So now, well countered. Now I want Mahin to give a new pointer.
I want to add like by using these tools, we people lose of personal touch like a handwriting. Like if we are using just this kind of tool, so we can lose our how to write in notebook, and because of these tools, we can just focus on the just typing. We don't focus ourselves to use note pen, and note pen is a very important our life. We need if any person got very success or not, all person need to use this kind of thing. And typewriter lack the personal touch of handwriting notes, which can be more meaningful in certain situations. So my point is that by using these tools, we lose our handwriting. Like we lose our how to use note pen and this thing. We can use this, and if the learn we learn something by tools. So as my teammate aids this thing, Amit. So this thing. So this is what I want to say.
Okay. Nice pointer. Now I want Nikita to counter the statement of Mahin.
Okay, thank you, host. As my opponent team member, Mahin spoke about the decreasing interactivity with notebooks and pens. So let me tell you that while we are at school, while if we are students, then we are also studying and we are using pens and notebooks while we are writing. And when we are home, when we are a housemaker, then we use it for making grocery items list. So how we are decreasing the touch and decreasing our interactivity with pen and notebooks. And when we use these kind of tools like Google Assistants and Google Typewriter, so it auto generates our text while we type something, and it also rectifies our grammatical errors also, and it makes it grammatically correct. And because it is also technically correct because it is fetching the information from the internet itself. That means it is helping us to it do helps us to improve our communication skills and work upon our English fluency, because when we do it on our own, that as I already mentioned, because it takes time and it is uncertain that how long we would be able to stick to that because of our busy schedule. But in this busy schedule, this kind of technology comes into existence, and it helps us a lot because uh, because because it is time efficient also, and it is technically correct, because whatever the tools are suggesting, it is fetching the information from internet. But when we do it on our own, then how we will able to find the correct vocabularies and correct meaning, that whether it is a correct meaning of this or whether it is grammatically correct. But these tools are fetching right from the internet, and it is then updating on our text, and it is auto generating our text, and it is also rephrase our text in a better way, in a better fashion. So this tool is helpful, is very helpful in increasing our communication skills, our English fluency, and moreover, it refrains from creating a negative impact on our opposite person. So that's how I would like to counter Mahin's point. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Well counted by Team Nobita. I want now Karan to give a new pointer.
Okay, so I just want to give a new pointer, and I also want to counter the statements given by the opponent team. So my opponent Mahin thinks like when a child born from starting, he used to use translator and all the things, but it is not like that. You should explore the world. You should know the things. It is not like that. We use it after we get knowledge, after we write on a notebook and all the things. And as my opponent also mentions one point, like. He meant like it is an old pointer, so I am not countering it. Just remove it. Okay, I just want to give new pointer. So my new pointer is communication skills. So basically, before we are in like before coming of these things, we are not able to communicate with other people who have different languages. Like if a person is going to like to a Tamil country or South country, they are not able to communicate with the people, even though they are living like India is a diverse country. There are many languages which are spoken in India, and these tools helps us to communicate with those people. Like for example, I go to any Tamil country, and I don't like I can't communicate with a person properly. Okay, I don't know their language, and they also don't know English, so I don't have any options. It is not like that I will learn Tamil or something like that, but these tools helps us to communicate with those people. Like if I want any grocery from a market or anything, and this also provide now these tools also provide the feature of speaking. Like the Google Assistant speaks for you. Like you can write a message and it will speaks for you in that language, and you can it helps us very much, because somewhere it is not possible to learn all the languages. A person can't be that much creative and that much free to learn all the languages. Okay, so somewhere it is helping us to communicate with other persons if we are going to other places. So that's my pointer for you and my counter for Mahin.
Okay, okay. Nice counter. Now I want, sorry, nice pointer. Now I want Amit from Team Deki Suki to counter the whole statement of Karan.
Thank you. I was wanting this the chance. So as Karan said that when we migrate to other regions, there might be other people who are talking different languages. Then these tools might help, but I want to offer a challenge. Most of these tools, the typing suggestion tools, are mostly based on English. If you know English, the other person know English, then you can communicate very well. But what if the other person is not literate that much to understand English? And there are many regions where English is not the first language, and many people don't know English as their first language. Then these tools face a major challenge in that cases, because I have also seen that in my day-to-day life. So this is the main region, this is the main source where these tools fails, because these tools are mostly based on English. And if there are some tools which also generate the other multilingual translation, then those are not that effective at when it comes to English. So English is good, but when it comes to other languages, they fails.
Okay, okay. Well counted. Very well counted. Now it will be the turn of mine to give a new pointer. Till that, I will ask you to pause the recording and make the new meet because time
बता दो बस.
later. Okay, now Amit has countered the Karan's point. I want Mahin from Team Deki Sugi to give a new pointer.
So my new point is for paying attention. If people getting quickly all answer from this tool, so this time might they make people stop paying attention to whatever they want and whatever thing, and they can forget the things quickly how what they want to write and what the tool suggests them. So this new point I want to add. And one more thing, I want to clear my previous point about the handwriting. So I mean by that point, handwriting no handwrite notes and handwriting is a necessary part for life. We don't need to just depend on the online tools. We need to also depend on our only on the offline also, because this is a very important thing for life. I don't saying like from childhood students start think this thing what Karan said. He don't understand my point clearly, and so this is my point for okay.
Okay, nice point. I want Tiwari from team Nobita to counter the statement of Mahi.
Yeah, thank you, host. So I have I have too many counters. First of all, as they said that they are just we are becoming used to using these types of tool, or then or creativity is just gone somewhere. So first of all, I will tell you guys for by giving one example. So these, as I already told you, that these tools are to support us or to like to help us or to increase our productivity. Let's suppose take one example, as we all are riding our bicycles when we was in our childhood days. So in that time, that then when we are not like know how to ride bicycle, so the supporter is there to support our bicycle. The two supporters are there in that time to support our bicycle. Uh, with the help of that supporter, uh, we uh, we learned how to ride bicycle, and after gradually after some times we know how to ride bicycle properly, and the supporter will become gone. So this is the exact thing is happening to these types of tools. These are just a supporter to support us while we are speaking or talking to somebody. This is only to support us, not like to make a proper sentence for us. This is only support us. Whatever we want to convey the message. This is only put some additional things to make it more interactive, or so that by whom you are talking to, that person are easy to understand what are we want to say, the what are we want to convey the message. Or last but not the least, I want to tell you guys that we can't ignore the technologies. We have to change with the technologies. We never ignore the technologies, because technologies is always made for us to uh, I mean, technologies makes us to be more productive. I'll tell you one more examples. Like suppose there are too much technologies nowadays. Like suppose one person making using the technologies, they took advantage of technology, and the other one is not using the technology, or we all are here to get a good job. So one person become more productive. They can do whatever the task is given to him. They can complete that task within the given time, or by taking less time only. Or a person who is doing their work in a traditional way, not using current types of technologies. He is not changing with the technologies. He only want to make their work by him or her own. So he become less productive, and ultimately company will become fire you or not hire you, because you are not adaptive. You are not adaptable to accept the technologies. You are not going with the technologies. So then definitely these types of things become negative impact of your overall life. Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, nice pointer by team. Sorry, nice counter by team Nobita. So now I want Nikita to give a new pointer.
Thank you, host. So my new pointer is like that. With the advent of technology and digitalization, we should also adapt to that thing, and we should also be habitual and habituate ourselves with this technology thing. Because the future is technology itself, and when we go in our corporate world, also there will be there will be technology all around. And when we use these kind of Google tools like Google Assistants and Google typewriters, as I mentioned in my earlier speech also, then the texts that are auto-generated, these are authentic texts. That means we can't deny that there would be any grammatical errors in that. So we are more sure about it. And moreover, these are time efficient and these are accurate. And it saves our time also, because we are living in a very fast, busy world nowadays, where our life is very hectic and very busy scheduled. And when we go to any other place, then our mobile phones or any type of gadget are handy with us, so that we can refer to that Google Assistant while we are typing any text. So that can also improve our grammar in a less time, in a fast forward time, like in a busy time where we are not able to find time to improve our communication skills. So that time we keep our mobile phones and other gadgets handy, and we can refer to those Google Assistant while we text to somebody, Google Assistant or Google Typewriter when we text to somebody. And on the other hand, if we don't use that, if we do it manually by our own, then there would be uncertainty, and there would not there won't be any surety that the other person would tell us a right thing, because he won't be grammatically correct or he won't be authentic at that point of time. So he also needs some assistance. But the Google Assistant or those things are fetching the things right from the internet, which there is no chances of any unsurety or any grammatical errors. So that's how I would like to make a new pointer. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Nice, nice. Very nice pointer. Now I want team Dekisugi from Dekisugi, Amit to counter the statement of Nikita.
Thank you so much. So I want to counter Vishal and Nikita at once. So as Vishal told us that technology is very good, it is offering us a helping hand, well and good. But I guess he deviated from the topic. That topic is mostly about Google and how typical suggestions helps us. So he mostly talked about technology. So wanted to point out that. And as Nikita told us that these tools are mostly helping us when we go out in our career. It also helps us in writing content. That's good. But I guess that these tools is helping when you are trying to get help from these tools, but typing tools are only there when you are typing. And when you have your content in your mind, then you are typing, and maybe in that way it generates something that is not your content at all. Maybe for example, let's take an example of email writing. You have your email in mind, you have the context, right context in mind, and you have maybe a structure, basic structure. So when you start typing in a way, Google Assistant or your typing suggestion suggest you a word that may fall outside of your context. So in that case, and it also throws some words that are not I mean, that word is not appropriate to use in that case. Maybe it might looks like a jargon to the other person, because it also suggests these kind of words. So this might take the conversation in another way. And second pointer is that, or second counter, I might say that there are tools that can do the same thing more efficiently, like take ChatGPT or other tools.
Why are you still there?
No, you can go
Yeah,
ahead
so
with it.
as I told you, that there are other tools that can offer the same thing, but not inefficiently as typing suggestion does. Like you need to type to get the suggestions, but there are tools that do the same thing and more efficiently. So move to those tools instead of typing suggestions. Yeah.
Hmm. Nice, nice, nice. Well countered. Now it's turn of Mahin to give a new pointer.
Hello. So I
Yeah.
want to like add, if we just totally depend on this kind of tools, so how we learn the things by our own way. Like Nikita and Vishal say like by using this tool we understand the grammar, we learn the grammar, we learn the vocabulary. So I want to say, if a person really want to learn the grammar, so they can use books, they can join the classes. By using this tool we can't learn this kind of thing, with this kind of thing. And this thing, we will open these tools when we want, and when we need it. If we can totally depend on these things, so this is not really fair for us. This is very bad thing in maybe future. And the talk about the jobs, and because as Vishal said, after don't use they don't use this kind of tool, we can do anything very easily. And by don't using this tool, we don't do thing very easily or very fast. So if we use these kind of tools in our starting thing, so how we learn, this is my question. So how we learn our only to learn the things and learn the new words. So this is what I want to say.
Okay. Please lower your hand. Please lower down your hands, guys. I know it's turn of current to counter the statement. Okay.
Okay, so as my opponent said, ki we are distracted from our topic. It is not about technology. It is about Google and all the stuffs. But I think they are distracted because they are talking about when we are dependable about on the we are the topic is not that we are dependable upon that technology. The topic is that is it helpful to gain the communication skills? Is it helpful? It is not that ki if we dependable upon that thing, so it is good or not. So you are distracted, not we are. Okay, and another thing about technology that Vishal Bhai and other like Nikita and Vishal Bhai said, what technology. So I just want to tell Amit, like Google Assistant or all these stuffs are integrated in those educational apps. Like it is integrated. These technology are used in that app to get those things. So it is very helpful. And other thing, like about technology, I also want to give a example for that. You can't ignore technology, like Vishal Bhai said. And the future is that the future is come now. Like now Google Assistant control the whole home appliances. Like while using that only, we can control anything. Like we can just say to turn off light, turn on fans and all the stuff. So it is helping us. It is changing the world. Okay, so we can't ignore that. And also it also like also I want to give a little pointer. It also helps us for a personalized learning. Like if a person who is not interactive with any person, like he is somewhere shy to talk to any person, so he have that tool in his hand, like he can learn from it. And it is for learning. These apps are for learning, and it is helping us for gaining a communication skills. So I just want to counter all their points. They are distracted, not we are. That's all.
Okay. Calm down, guys. The debate is getting more heated up. Now it's turn of Tiwari to give some new pointer.
Yeah, thank you. So first of all, would like to support my teammate. I said they, that we are not distracted at the given topic. So first of all, as Amit said that you are just talking about the technology. So this is like kind of technology also. The Google and auto generated text is a kind of technology that we are that providing us supporting role to make us more productive. And I would like to remind opponent team that Mahi is a talk about pen and paper. So they are distracted from the given topic. Pen and paper is not the given topic. Mahi said that we are just forgetting to write pen or paper because this makes us more creative. So the top debate is not all about pen on paper, and not all the time you have the flexibility to write on pen or paper. Not all the time. Sometimes you have to write on uh, your desktop, your mobile phone, or you sometimes like you have to send the mail from your uh, head of department or your leaders. So then why how can you write at that time the mail like you are writing on pen or paper, or you are just saying that because of make creativity more stronger, I'm just writing the mail on pen on paper, or send it by email, send it by post office through your head of the department. So all the time you haven't that types of flexibility to wrote down on pen or paper. Or as I already made the point, I just remind you guys again, if the person who don't want to use these types of technologies, so this is subjective choice. Don't use, just make it as default setting. Change that. Don't provide me the auto corrected text, or don't provide me the correct spelling of whatever I want to write. And one is drawback of not using these kinds of technology is, if you haven't used these kind of technologies, like you are writing a mail to your boss, or you made a grammatical mistake, and your auto generated text is default setting is off, and you haven't they haven't provide you the exact or correct meaning of the sentence. You just made a mistake, so maybe somehow your uh, meaning of the sentence will become changed, so that your by whom you are sending the mail uh, can understand other than what you want to make them understand. So it can create a negative impact directly to you. Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay. Please take the time into the consideration. Your point was good. Now I want team Dekis to give Amit to give a new point. Are you there? Sorry, to counter the statement of team Nobita. Are you there, Amit?
Yes, sorry. Repeat, please. I was unable to hear.
You have to counter the statement of
Okay.
others team.
Okay, thank you. So as Vishal said that we might not be writing on pen and paper these days, that's good. But when we talked about the letter thing, then I literally laughed. That's why I turn off my camera. So of course you are not writing on pen or paper these days. You will be writing emails. But my point is that when you are writing emails, there are other tools that might help you more than these typing suggestion tools. There are other tools like ChatGPT. If you ask one only, like it requires one prompt, and you will be get a personalized letter or email or story, whatever you want. But when you are on your Google Assistant or the typing things, then you might to write some words, and then it might suggest the thing, and then you will complete it. So I'm tackling your technological tools with the technology. There are other tools. Second point is that these tools might be helpful with some extra efforts. But as I told you that other tools which might not require the effort that you are making on typing mistakes. And yeah, these were my counters.
Okay, nice counter. Now, I want Mahin to give some new pointers, and it will be the last round, guys.
Yes. So my point is about the confusion, because these kind of tools suggest so many suggestions, so many words once so many in at the once, so many suggestion they give. So it might be people can confuse what is important and what is not important, and this is very hectic for the person. And one more thing, I repeat, Vishal and opponent team take my handwriting means notebook and pen point a very wrong way. I said we can't forget our offline thing. Also, we can't depend on the these kind of tools on these kind of tools. We also need to remember the how to use pen or paper. This is not mean I said to write email on the pen paper. I said for the grammar practice, for the English practice, we can use this kind of pen or paper. So this is very wrong thing. They take my point very wrong way. And this is and my point is about confusion. I said about this. So this is what I want to say.
Okay. Now it will be the turn of Nikita to give the counter to the statement of Mahin.
Okay, thank you so much, host. As our opponent teammate Mahin made a statement about confusion, that we are considering pen and paper and all those things. But I want to tell that the debate is not around offline versus online. The debate is around like Google Assistant, and typewriters. Are they helping us or not? And one of the teammates in our opponent team mentioned that the Google Assistant and all those technologies are somewhere breaching our privacy also, because they auto suggest when we write our text. So at the same time, on the other hand, they are also saving our time, because they saves those texts, and we can use it in future also. So it saves our time, because we don't have much time to consider the other things, the alternate things as well. So it is saving our time. And my teammate Karan mentioned about the one more Google Assistant technology, which is Alexa. So it is also making our lives comfortable, because in this tech driven world, it is in the fast forward moving world where everything is getting digitalized, and when there is no time, there is a hectic schedule, because most of the people are employed. There is office hours, like from 8 hours they have to be in the office, and then they have to come home. So they are not getting much time to work upon their communication skills and other things. So these kind of technologies are helping them, and it is also time efficient, as I already mentioned. And we have to adapt to the change which is happening. Like there is the advent of technology and digitalization. So we should adapt to that and we should follow these things, because adaptation is the most strongest key of success for an individual as well as for an individual's country's growth as well. So I think these kind of tools are really helpful, because, and regarding the dependency, we are not getting dependent over these tools. It depends on person to person that how much they are using it. We are not saying, or anybody is not recommending that we should use it in a like continuous manner in a every time. We should have a moderation also. We should keep track of these things. The moderation is required in everything, whether it is using Google tools or whether it is using internet or any other thing. Moderation is there. And so Google Assistant and all these technologies are very good. And moreover, these gives us authentic information. So we are not getting worried about whether our text would be wrong, whether our text that we are sending to another person would create any bad impression about our personality. So it is fetching us authentic information. So that's how I would like to counter Mahi's point. Thank you.
Okay, okay, very well counted, very well counted. It will be appreciated. So now it is a conclusion round. So team leaders, it's Tiwari from team Nobita, and it's Amit from team Dekisuki. Please, I would like to welcome you guys to give the whole conclusion of your debate, and then I will declare the results. So now, Tiwari, please take the mic and go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, host. So first of all, would like to tell you guys that I am thinking like at the end of the debate, the opponent team is very much confused about the topic. Sometimes they are talking about the creativity things. They are many times they talk about creativity things. And the end of the debate, they are talking about the chat GPT types of things. Chat GPT provides you the whole content. If even if you are using the chat GPT, your creativity just gone. You don't need to do anything. You just type and the chat GPT provide you all the things. Then one hand you are talking about the creativity thing, and other hand you are talking about the chat GPT types of tools. Chat GPT is a robot types of thing. Chat GPT can done your whole the work without doing any types of creative thinking at your own. You just type something, or the chat GPT provide the entire content. You just copy paste that. So uh, so you are very much confused, I think. And I'm just concluding my sentences that these kinds of tech gadgets help us to make us more productive so that we can get good result out of them. They are only supporting hands for us to support us. Or as they talk about the pen and paper, so we haven't any types of such types of flexibility that each and every time so write on pen and paper. If we are not using these kinds of technologies, we will be left behind so far. So this is the need of current time to use these kinds of technologies. This is the demand to use these kinds of technology to grow more and more in our future. This is what I want to say. Or one more thing which is left behind, I am not make that point. As they talk about like security prospects. If we talk about security or these kinds of app storing our data. So first of all, the very authentic and genuine sites are not storing your data, first of all. So first try to use genuine and authentic app only. Or there are several apps which indirectly using your data. Even your mobile phone company is using your stolen your data somewhere. So this is a big problem, but because of this only we can't ignore such types of helping technologies, because there are several that try to use authentic websites, just try to use genuine app or website to save yourself them. Yeah, this is what I want to conclude from my sentence. Thank you so much.
Okay, okay. Nice conclusion from by Team Nobita. Now it's turn of Team Diki Sugi's leader Amit to give the conclusion of whole speech. Come on.
Yeah, thank you, Supriya. So, concluding all my pointers, first was the dependency factor, that the more we use these Google Assistant to generate their own words, because they are suggesting, we are not using our creativity. So in that case, we are depending more and more these tools. Whenever we come across generating some words for our own writing, we are looking at these tools, not putting any effort to just come up some effort and putting our thinking. We are not doing that. We are more and more depending on these tools. And as we see that these are generating content without any effort, then actually these are making our brain more and more dependent on these things. First thing. Second thing is that if we don't use these tools, or stop using these tools, limit these tools, and create use our own brain a little bit. So I think that this is more valuable, because in that case we are putting effort, we will be learning, and when learning concerned, this is the way more good way, instead of learning from these tools. These tools will generate, you will use it, and you will mostly forgot. Most of these cases you will mostly forget, because you are not learning by doing, you are just copy pasting things. Secondly, talk about that when you using these tools, then somewhere your genuine taste of writing content is being lost, because you are not writing your own things. You are copy pasting someone else's suggestions, typing suggestions. So in that case, your credibility, your realness is missing somewhere. Yeah, these were 3 points. And talking about the last counter that Vishal put on us, is that that we are against all of these tools. Like he talk about that, if you don't want to use if you don't want to use Google Assistant, then move to ChatGPT. We are against all these tools. We are not saying that if you don't want this, you can use that. We are against all these tools. Don't use anything, use your own brain, and that will be ultimately beneficial for your own good. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, well counted. Well, conclusions from both the teams. So the time has come to the conclusion. It was very hot debate between two the guys. Guys were just raising hands like give me chance, give me chance. So it was nice and interesting debate today. But somewhere I believe Deki Sugi could have performed more better, because you guys have lots and lots of things to counter the statements of Team Nobita. I felt like you guys were somewhere lacking in the, in the countering part. You had the good pointers, but you were not able to represent it properly. So that's why Team Nobita is winner. So just cheer up to Team Nobita, and congratulations to you guys. Team Nobita were Nikita, Karan, and Tiwari. So congratulations, guys, and keep it up. And today I would like to give a shout out, a big shout out to Nikita, because I today saw Nikita's speeches, Nikita's counter and pointers were great and to the mark. Please go ahead with this spirit and keep learning and keep growing like this only. This is what we all were like expecting from Nikita to be like this. Please go ahead like this only, so that we can see the power today. I have seen that and I have felt it. So it's a great appreciation to her. Now, that's how I would like to close today's debate. And guys, please keep learning, and don't depend on tools. Learn, build skills in yourself first, and then you can use the tools in better way. Okay, so it's may that team has won, but skills are somewhat more important. When you know how to use the tools, when you know how to speak in front of anyone, then these tools are more helpful. Otherwise it will become a great liability on you. You will just lose the confidence when you are without these tools. So keep learning first and then use the tools. So end of the debate. Till then, stay healthy. Tata, bye bye, and keep learning. Thank you.